Time to go exploring. You guys have already seen the main square. Good morning.
Morning.
We're going to find our way up to the church today and also see one of the historic arches. I guess it's the last arch that's remaining from the original walled fortress. It's a museum here. It's Sunday. I don't think the museum's open. And here's an outdoor fruit and vegetable market. In all honesty, we checked this out before. Although the products are really nice and fresh and really healthy looking, the prices are tourist prices. They're really, really expensive. But you could get anything you want. They got all the specialties here. All set. Thank you. Grapes on steroids. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, it's this way. Up. They say all uphill roads lead to the church.
All it takes for him to come back.
Infatti dicevo, peccato che, infatti l'ho detto, peccato che ordini sempre questa diventiamo con l'inizio scale di mese, poi dopo.
This is La Grisela Street, the famous, one of the most famous streets in Rovinj. It's filled with all sorts of artist shops and stores and different kinds of souvenirs and things like that. And here's our first view of the Church of St. Euphemie. And it's supposedly a very spectacular church, and we're going to go check it out. The famous Monte restaurant is down that way. They only have 10 tables. It's very difficult to get a reservation. Okay. So we'll try and get to the front of this and see if we can get in, which I'm pretty sure they let you in here. I believe this was built in the 1600s, early 1600s. Look at this.
Wat heb je gehad op
En der wordt wieder schnell.
All right, I'm going to switch over to the iPhone Mini and the gimbal. Before we go in, I just want to zoom up here because the actual statue up there is quite important too. Let's see if I can get a little tighter. No, that's about as far as I'm zooming, but you get the idea. That actually spins with the wind, so it tells the direction the wind is coming from.
You really just like photos.
Okay, let's go in.
Vamos.
Vamos, amigos. This is coming out of the church to this unbelievable view. And of course, back in the day, they could see any approaching invaders from this high vantage point. Okay, let's take a quick look from exiting the church to what you see. There's only a few attractions to see in Rovinj, and this church is one of them. And another one is the arch that I was talking about earlier, which we're going to go look for.
always beautiful shoreline water.
Absolutely. At this point, we really don't know where we're going, but it doesn't really matter because when you're exploring, that's what happens. And we already know that all paths lead down to the center anyway at some point. So we've been told that it's almost virtually impossible to get lost.
What goes up must come down.
Mm-hmm.
See, nobody will be up there when they're ringing that bell. Maybe that's church.
Yep. They're gonna start the mass now, I guess. Here she comes. Jeannie has a little message for you guys.
Really for the women
For the women.
who like to dress fashionably. These streets are very slippery. So don't wear anything but sneakers.
No high heels?
No high heels. None of those fashion sandals that are slick on the bottom. You'll fall on your ass.
This cobblestone streets are really slick. I can't even imagine what it's like when after a rain.
You know, after hundreds of years of these stones, people walking on them, they get kind of polished.
Right.
And that's exactly what they are. It's like walking on polished granite sidewalks on a downhill.
And a pretty steep one at that.
I can't even imagine what they're like when they get wet. I'm even being careful with sneakers on.
This is a cute place.
It certainly is. There's narrow alleys everywhere. All roads downhill lead back to the town square. All roads uphill eventually lead to the church. Look at this beautiful architecture. Here's the backside of the Baroque archway. And again, this is the second most famous attraction in this city. This is the Baroque archway built in the 1600, and you can see the Lion of St. Anthony pretty clearly up there. Gelato's a big thing here, and they claim that Rovinj has some of the best gelato in all of Istria. This is a fairly famous monument as well. We found a little bit more quiet streets on the interior, which is always nice, plus shade. It gets hot quick here. So one of the things we hate is paying for parking, and in this country you are not going to really find many free parking spots, and it's difficult to get. They get scooped up really quick, all the spots even paid. So do yourself a favor, if you come to Croatia, get the Pay-Do app, and it covers every single city in Croatia, and also it lost my thoughts there. It also covers every zone as well. People still hang their laundry out to dry, and it kind of shows you that this city is still actually breathing. Like we said before, all downhill roads lead to the center, and there it is. Here's a perfect example of wet cobblestone. This is where you really got to be careful. This is what you do here. You just wander the streets. There's no right or wrong, and just explore. Sailing for little kids, sailing club. And the town of Rovinj. So this is the wrap up for Rovinj, and we were here for 5 nights. You could actually, only because we wanted to do Pula and Porek as day trips. You could actually do all this in 4 days, right?
Umag.
We went to Umag too, actually, in Novigrad. But you could do this in 4 days, right?
Yes.
So if you come here, stay in Rovinj because it is centrally located, and 4 days is enough. We did 5, but you could do 4.